Hello there. Now I thought I'd talk to you about board 6. Dealer is east and east-west are vulnerable, north-south are non-vulnerable, and there's lots of excitement. So east has to decide whether to open a cheeky 1 club, but aceless 9-point hand, failing the rule of 20, pass. And south also has to decide whether to open a 9-point hand, but this time I would open it, satisfying the rule of 20, 6-5, come alive, all 9 points in the long suits. Just a question of whether to open the longest suit, diamonds, or the spades. Now usually I say open the longest suit, but I would say if you have 5 decent in a major and 6 poorish in a minor, and you have minimal opening values, this would be an exceptional situation where I would recommend opening one of the shorter suit, the major. The worry of opening 1 diamond is that you won't be able to get across your 5th spade to your partner. So 1 spade. Now West can't bid 1 no trump as an overcall, lack of a spade stopper, so West makes a takeout double. I know the shape isn't ideal, but what can you do? North has 5 lovely spades and a lovely 5-4-3-1 shape. North's going to jam the bidding by jumping to 4 spades. Any less would be too cautious. 4 spades from North. Now this is given East a bit of a decision, but East mustn't go quietly with the void spade. East must do something, and the perfectly reasonable choice for East to go 5 clubs, but we're going to be a tiny bit cleverer. 4 no trumps is our bid, and this is showing 2 places to play. So West will initially assume East has both the minors, but if West bids 5 diamonds, East will then go 5 hearts. So this 4 no trumps is the way to play in hearts as well as in clubs, so it's quite clever. 4 no trump, 2 places to play. Now South has a very, very playing-oriented hand. Spades are going to be trumps as far as South is concerned. Once South has heard North jump to 4 spades, South has very little defence to a club contract. 5 spades says South. Now West has a huge defensive hand, so I think West would double 5 spades. And it would be very reasonable for East to pass the double, but with the void spade, if East starts constructing hands for West, so many of them, without too much wasted values in spades, so many hands will give a decent play for a small slam. So although I would be totally forgiving of an East 2 pass, in fact possibly I would pass myself, there is a case when you think it through for East now to go 6 clubs. It doesn't need much from partner to make 6 clubs. Now it's back to South. South has very little defence to clubs, almost 0 defence to clubs. South knows that spade contracts are going to be pretty cheap. In fact, South expects 6 spades doubled to be cheaper than the value of East-West's club game contract, let alone slam. So I would bid 6 spades with the South hand. Now, in the real world, West probably would double this. But actually, if West thinks about it, knowing East has a void spade, which is surely 100% certain, you can construct interesting 2-suited hands for East, where Grand Slam is making. I mean, really many hands. So although at the table one might double and take the money, so to speak, perhaps if you think it through, it's not unreasonable to go 7 clubs. It may require a finesse, but that finesse would be through the opening bidder and likely to succeed. Pass from North, nervous pass from East. South I don't think is going to save at the 7 level. South has pushed East-West to the dizzy heights. Maybe 7 is a trick too high. South passes. South then leads a hopeful ace of spades, although I think probably South knows what's going to happen. Indeed, ruffed. So now Declarer's first duty is to pick up clubs. It won't matter which top club declarer plays first if the clubs are splitting 2-1. But if the clubs are 3-0, it will matter which top club declarer plays first. So declarer's got to decide which opponent is more likely to have a void club. Now, I would say clearly South on the bidding, going all the way up to 6 spades, is much more likely to have the void club. And so declarer is going to preserve their king jack of clubs finesse position, lead a low club to the ace. And yes, indeed, South void, winning the ace of clubs. And now marked finesse. Picking up North's queen. And now cashing the king of clubs. One more hurdle. Fingers crossed that South holds the king of diamonds. Very likely on the bidding. And indeed, few. And that's it. Declarer's got a plethora of winners. And so that is 7 clubs bid and made. I mean, the auction was certainly quite interesting, wasn't it? You could forgive East for passing the double of 5 spades, and you could certainly forgive West for doubling 6 spades. Arguably, at the table, one would do either of those things. But actually, if you start constructing hands for partner, that's always what one should be doing in the bidding, constructing likely hands for partner. Both players would realise that the sky's the limit. Once they know the opposing 10 high card points and spades are going to be taking no tricks. See you soon.